Hello and welcome to the very first video in my breakdown of Banana Loaf. That was accidentally quite good timing with the scrolling there. Now the way this playlist is going to work is every single video will correspond to one of the sounds in the finished song. And they'll be roughly in chronological order, so I'll try and work my way from left to right. Each time I encounter a new sound, make a new video. Maybe there might be some other miscellaneous shit at the end, like drawing this, or like some of the stuff in all the deleted crap over here maybe that never made it into the final song, but who knows. In any case, this particular video is going to be on the very first sound you hear, which is this. And I say playlist because this video is part of a playlist. There will probably be a link in the description of all the videos to the full playlist so you can watch all of them or whatever, but who cares about that? Anyway, what I'm going to do is start a new project and make it from scratch, because this sound is very simple and was almost certainly made in 5 seconds. To be honest, like much of my sound design. So, here goes Citrus. Default, as always. So, what I did here, more or less, was bang, turn on FM. You know, if you're using Citrus, you're probably using FM, so might as well whack it on to begin with. That is very loud and hurts, so I will turn it down. That's more like it. Anyway, so once I've done that, I just made this almost a saw. And that's basically pretty much the entirety of the sound. Because I think this sort of shape works very well for FM, almost a saw, because it's sort of sharp. But whatever. So it's literally just almost a saw FM to a sine wave of the same frequency, and that's it. There's also a volume envelope, which is just shaped so that it quickly dies, like a pluck. So it's release naught, sustain naught, attack naught, decay very low, pretty much naught. And lastly, this isn't quite 100, so somewhere around there. There we go. You might be able to get something better through experimentation. So, next up is the effects, and like 90% of this sound is the effects, which begins with a compressor, which is OTT, because it's the only thing stupid enough for retards like me to be able to understand. Yeah, something along those lines. And then nice big reverb. Now if it doesn't sound exactly the same, which it doesn't, that's probably because either this is slightly off, or this is slightly off, or both. Because FM is very touchy. Tiny changes make a huge change to the actual sound. And that is more or less everything, apart from in the final song, there was an EQ which made a sound something like this. No, it was like this, I think. And basically the extent of my... I think this was an EQ like for mixing reasons, and basically my process usually goes something like, take a knob and crank it right up, keep playing the sound until you find a frequency that makes you go, ow, that sounds horrible, and then turn it down. And continue, and then for some reason this was turned up, although looking at it again in context I really don't think that was necessary. But there is the sound in its entirety, so you can now skip ahead to the next video if you want to, but I want to mention something that I do quite often, which I think really works, and that is to take... oh fuck it, I'll just drag it. And that is to take a very short sound, compress the living shit out of it, and then put a reverb on the top. That always seems to work. So for basically instant eptic, take a triangle, turn everything else off. Although I might leave the sub. Actually, I might leave that. And then, like before, have a very short envelope, so it's like a pluck. Yeah, something like that. Compress it. a reverb on the end, and there you go. So yeah. In any case, that's that sound. That is basically exactly it. And so I will see you in the next one.